The country's premier public health agency, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, is in transition. This week alone, the Associated Press reports at least 5 more high-level officials departed. That means close to a third of the agency's top management is leaving or recently left. And earlier this month, President Donald Trump abruptly pulled his nominee for CDC director, Dr. and former Congressman Dave Weldon, a vaccine skeptic. Sources told Spectrum News he didn't have the votes to win Senate confirmation. Now, the president has nominated Susan Monarez to lead the agency, calling her a dedicated public servant who will prioritize accountability, high standards, and disease prevention.
Susan is an expert in public health and has, really a long history of being driven by data.
Monarez is a bit of an unconventional pick.
How do we make sure that clinical trials are accessible to all who would benefit?
She has a doctorate in microbiology and immunology, but she's not a physician. She would be the first CDC director in 70-plus years without a medical degree.
I did think that was an important criteria, but she checks a lot of the other boxes.
Monarez, who's currently the acting CDC director, has worked in several federal agencies, most recently focused on the ethical use of artificial intelligence to support improved health outcomes. Brown University Dr. Jennifer Nuzzo knows Monarez and says she's a good fit for the CDC, an agency facing reductions in staff.
I think it's really important that the CDC is able to do its job as driven by the evidence, free of political interference.
The CDC falls under Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's been criticized for his views on vaccines.
And what I'm hoping she'll be able to do is smooth out his predilection to not support vaccine-preventable diseases.
If confirmed, Monarez would not only lead an agency the Trump administration may try and further scale back, but she'll also face numerous health challenges, including growing outbreaks of the bird flu and measles. And on Tuesday, the former CDC Director of Communications, who departed last week, wrote in a Washington Post editorial about his concerns that despite multiple disease outbreaks, the CDC has not held a public briefing since Trump's inauguration. In Washington, Ruben Jones, Spectrum News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage. And click the subscribe button here. You can also download our app and watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.